Hello guys and welcome to the stream tonight. It is currently 8:41 p.m. in the UK, GMT, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a stream searching for mysteries and stuff. It is currently snowing. Now this is the thing that we can already kick off the mystery series with, is if you do a cheat to get the snow, which is what I did because I was doing the peyote hunt, and then you come on here after you've saved the game and it's still snowing, then you can actually come back in game and you can still earn your trophies and stuff. So that acts as though the cheat's not been activated, even though it is activated in the actual list. So because I'm a cheater-bix, and if I go to the stats and look into some stuff, we will actually find out that I have cheated a little bit on this game. Now I am actually doing 100% game save currently, where I've not cheated once, so it'll be in general, I think. Yeah, so where is it? There it is. Cheat codes activated. Let's get right to the bottom. So 4 up from the bottom, it's got cheat codes activated 362, 207, and 412. Now that is crazy, to be honest, and quite a bit too much cheating going on there. But that would be just cheats such as doing helicopter and wanted level. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy. However, I'm not going to be doing too many cheats tonight, hopefully. Maybe I will, I don't know. But we're going to be searching into mysteries, so that's the first thing we can point out straight away off the top of the live stream, is that if you do a cheat, saves the game, that cheat will still be active, as long as it's something like weather cheat or something. So I don't know if that could actually help us find stuff, so the game doesn't think you've cheated when you have, to get that effect. Because these game cheats that you get in GTA 5, they're not even game breaking anyway. The only ones that are a bit cheater-bix are like super jumps, but you could easily do that anyway with a helicopter to get to the locations you can get to with the super jump. So you just jump out your helicopter, parachute down, or just land your helicopter on it if it's like that. That's kind of weird. So these cheats shouldn't really affect the mystery too much, I don't think, but it could do at the same time. It's just one of the things where you just don't know until we find out further along the line. Now, a couple of other things I want to look into are the Fort Zancudo UFO, because Trippy's been going on about that lately, and I think I understand what's happened on his video. I'll need to look into it a bit more to guarantee it. Okay, there we go, first step of the game. I need to look into it a bit more to guarantee it, but I believe what you saw when his railgun got abducted was actually the slowed down effect of the electric pulse being shot out of the gun. Because what he was doing before it actually got abducted was he was shooting at the UFO, or trying to shoot up towards the UFO, and his gun was firing at the point where he died. The gun despawns once you die anyway, for some reason, which is quite crazy, but it's just something to do with the game, I think. And obviously the bullet was still firing, or the electric pulse was still firing out, and that's what I think you saw shooting into the air. However, it could still be something else, I don't know for certain. Like I said, we need to look into that a little bit more, but we'll soon find out, hopefully. So I'm just going to try and bring up this stream so I can actually read the chat. Please don't chat just yet, otherwise I won't be able to see your comments. But we'll get that underway and sorted. I did actually plan to sort this bit out before stream, but unfortunately I'm a doofus and I forgot. Even though I played music just to actually be able to do that, which is quite weird. I don't understand why I didn't do it, but whatever. We are where we are. And is it going to be on here? No. Maybe I need to go on Twitter then and go through that way. Because people are in the stream. Hello guys. Welcome to the stream. We are going to be searching mysteries, so we'll get underway with that in just a moment. But I just want to be able to reply to your comments super quick. And that should hopefully be a second delay. I've always found this camera mode quite interesting, the automatic, kind of like, should I say, can we call it a cinematic camera? I suppose we can. Because it's kind of interesting, because it sometimes like zooms into stuff, and I know it's happened on like GTA San Andreas as well. But the cool thing is that while people are in this mode, it can zoom into that thing, and it just makes you interested. Is it trying to look at that? Is it pointing something out? But sometimes it's just someone walking down the street, but sometimes that person's on the phone and saying something quite interesting. So they could be saying something about Las Venturas or San Fierro and all this kind of cool stuff. And yeah, so I can now see chat. If you want to put a comment, feel free to. I'll reply as quick as I can. But let's go and switch up to Michael. I think switching to Michael will be a good idea, since he is the one that got abducted by the UFO in the first place. And funny how that snow has changed to rain since I died the first time. That is pretty interesting, I think. So we're going to spawn ourselves a there we go. That's another cheat for the cheat book. Now if you expected me to do a show off of the telephone Vice City Easter egg, I will not be doing that. If you actually look back in my past videos, I've already done a video about that and how it's not actually a real Easter egg. It's not been confirmed by anyone other than mystery hunters themselves, and they got the wrong end of the stick with it. I believe they did it by accident, just assuming stuff without going into it properly, not actually looking into it properly. However, they did mess up on it, and it's literally something that's just a glitch in the game, or it's telling you you use too many cheats. I don't know, but it's basically something that you can do by just doing a cheat code next to it. Now the cheat code I use most of the time, I've not actually really tried it with any other cheat codes to be honest, but the cheat code I've tried it with is the one for this helicopter, the Buzzard attack chopper, and I find that quite interesting since there's no real link between the two, and definitely this helicopter was not in Vice City, so I don't know. So we're coming up to 3 PM, we're 12 hours away, which in real time is about 24 minutes, so I think we're going to look into another mystery quickly first, which will be the Mount Chiliad mystery actually. Now, over at Mount Chiliad, we've obviously known about that mural for a long time, and I'm hopefully going to make a video about this soon, because I've already made a video about it actually, but I don't really like it, so I want to remake it. You can actually see the Ultras camp over there quite well as well. Odd. So, yeah, so there's this mural up top here. We all know about it by now. If you don't know about it, then where the hell have you been? Which of these rocks have you been living under? But basically these murals up top, we assume it means there's a jetpack in the game. We assume it means there's UFOs in the game. And we assume it means there's an egg in the game. Now, there has been a lot of questions about these three things. Since we did find a UFO at the top of Chiliad, above Zancudo and above the alien park, and we found one under the water. So UFOs, they're definitely in the game. Now in the game files, we found the egg, the green egg that everyone knows about. It turns white in the snow. Now that is in the game, but we just don't know where. Maybe it's cut content, maybe it's something else. Personally, I think in that mission where you see Michael get abducted, and he's all dressed in black, that's kind of weird. He did that on Trippy's stream as well. Or someone else's stream, I can't remember who. I think it was Trippy though. But yeah, anyway, so the egg is in the files, but it's not in the game. I think it's in the top part of the actual spaceship that Michael gets abducted in, because you see like a green thing there that looks kind of like the egg. It's like the bottom half of it, and the top half would be actually in the UFO itself. So I don't know if that is the case or not, but that's the way it seems to me. And finally, obviously the jetpack guy at the end there. The jetpack has not been announced in the game yet. However, I found something pretty interesting. Now over here we have a parachute, and I know that we all know about this parachute because most people take this parachute if they don't have one already, which most of the time you do on GTA now, since you complete the game. And they run straight down here and jump off the edge, and then just parachute down to Palito or wherever. However, I found in the game files a block that looks very similar to the one behind this door. Now if you glitch through this on PC, which I will be showing off soon as well, just so I've got it as a record on my channel, then you'll find out that this box is in the game files, and it's very similar. The only difference is this one's got a white line going across the bottom of it, which I think could be the same one, but it's just not textured right, or maybe they've just double textured it so it's all brown, like these walls all over it. So that one is in the files, and the name of that file, though, I find pretty interesting. It's called CJ Parachute. Now there's another bunch of files in the file system called CJ something, but the only thing that I find quite interesting about this is it's called CJ Parachute, and the other way I can link that is maybe it's saying that this is like CJ's parachute over here, but I don't understand why that would be, because it doesn't look anything like the parachute that CJ had in GTA San Andreas. And obviously CJ could mean something totally different, and I'm the end of the stick. Or maybe they're doing another duality like they're doing tons of in this game, where everything's got two meanings. So, I don't really know, but the alternate answer is maybe CJ Parachute is referencing something on your back, like a parachute, which would be a jetpack, of course. Now, I think that's a very interesting thought, because if that is like a placeholder item that holds something there till the actual item spawns when you've done the mystery or whatever, then that could be something quite cool. Now obviously we can't get in there, so we're just going to go down to the bottom of this cable car hut, where I'll talk to you about some other stuff that Mittens found. And yeah, it's quite cool. But just for the moment, until we're down there, I'm going to say that this box behind that door is either one, a copy and paste for the wall section, so it kind of pastes itself on the walls. Two, it's a I don't know the right word to use. It's kind of like a placement, so it makes sure these lines are dead on straight. So like the cable car don't just jolt to the side all of a sudden. Or three, it's a placeholder for the jetpack. It's got to be one of the three. It's not going to be a parachute, so I don't understand why it would be like that there. But I don't know. Let's go down to the bottom. We'll soon see. Now, something Mittens did point out was when you go back up the mountain on the cable car, which this one's going to piss off for us in a minute.
What's that?
You'll actually see the mural on the actual. Well, not a mural. It's actually a glyph on the side of the cliff. And that's one of the first places you see it, and you go, okay, maybe there's a little bit of mystery into this. And that is an interesting thought that you brought up there. There is 2 more phones here. Maybe I can make them ring by just shooting them. No. Let's do a cheat code. Let's make them ring, just to prove this point to you again. But yeah, so these glyphs, we see them on the way up the hill. That's to tell us that there is a mystery there. Oh look, they're ringing. Very faintly, these ones. That's one thing I do find quite weird about the actual phone mystery thing, or whatever I call it, is that some of their phones ring louder than others. So I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it's just the way they're set up. But yeah, there's actually quite a few interesting things over here. Now, I don't actually know the actual placement of it. But over here somewhere... Oh, in fact, let's use a helicopter. Let's go use this Doom loader. Let's get back to the helicopter. I don't actually see much of this car in this game, actually, saying that. Ooh, he's got ominous lights. Oh, look, slightly green. Yeah, so... over here somewhere, there is actually a crater in the ground. Now we're going to go to top-down view, so we can see it a bit more easier. But the crater seems to be created by a meteorite. Now there have been meteorites found in the game files too. This is where you normally see them in like modded lobbies as well, where people just spawn them in everywhere, like total muppets. They ruin the game for you by placing them on top of you and turning you into one or whatever. But I believe, is that it there? Yeah, I think that's it. That seems to be it, yeah. So look how far away we are from the actual cable car itself. Right there. The Chiliad goes all the way up to the top here. There's the top there. Now right here we have a crater. And this crater hasn't been looked into really by anyone. I believe a few Redditors actually found this first and they've spoke about it, and Mittens carried on from that the other day. But he didn't really say much about it either, so I don't really understand what could have happened here. Maybe there was something that did happen a while back or something, but I don't know. It's gotta be something, but we just don't know. That's the crazy thing about it. So, if anyone has any thoughts about this crater, yes, maybe there was a big meteorite, and these rocks are smashed up pieces from it, which they do look kind of goldish. Gotta say, the moss on them doesn't look exactly green, does it? So, is it space rock? Has it got gold actually in the rock, or what? It's quite interesting. So that's that there, and I don't know what to think of it, to be honest, because it's just crazy, crazy, crazy. So I do actually want to start doing some videos using the PC version of GTA 5. Whilst I was gone off the game and not really doing too many videos on this kind of thing, I did actually buy a PC. I did have an error buying one at one point as well, because I bought one and the guy didn't decide to send it because he didn't realise he had the listings still up and he had already sold it to someone else. So I was like, oh great mate, thanks very much. And obviously I got a refund on that, so it went through fine, and I bought a new one which is pretty much the same, maybe slightly better specs than the previous one, so it kind of worked out better for me in the long run. And I can actually play GTA 5 quite decently on there. I do need to work out what is the best settings to play it on to get a good frame rate on it, because when I first played it the first couple of times it was 60 FPS, and now it's gone down to 30 and then sometimes 20 FPS, and it's like crazy, you know, and so what's going on with it. But I need to make sure I've got reflections working perfect so I can do the mirror stuff, and then there's other things I want to look into as well, which obviously need the graphics to be good on that as well, because otherwise you'll just get blurry boards everywhere. And Next up, there is this one here actually. Thinking about that. There is this cock on top of a bell. And what's on top of the cock? There is a cone. And this is the Clucking Bell Chicken Factory. So it's actually a chicken, not a cockerel. However, that is not my concern right now. Because we're all more concerned about why has he got a cone on his head. Now you can actually shoot this cone off. If I go into sniper mode, you can go boom, shoot the cone off. If you go to the cone, there's actually nothing inside it, because there was like a little Easter egg in GTA San Andreas where if you look into a certain bin that you shoot over, you'll find the GTA Vice City map. Look, it's just totally covered bottom, and there is just a basic normal cone. There's nothing really that odd about it, apart from it being on top of a bloody chicken. Now, if we did get another helicopter, if it allows us to get another helicopter, there's plenty of space. What are you on about? There we go. Then we'll fly up and I'll prove there's nothing even on top of the chicken's head. So if I go up, we're still in down view mode, so it's kind of good. As you can see, the top of the chicken's head is just all white still. If you stand on top of the chicken, which is quite hard to do, you have to crouch it down onto it, being pretty precise, you'll find it is actually totally solid. So it's quite interesting how it's actually got nothing really that special about it. If we stand over here, let's go up to it again. See, it's got a normal face. Very crap rendered eye there, but let's shoot it anyway. There we go. It's a bit crazy looking now. So I don't know. There's nothing really to it. People say on the side of it says 1917. And if you actually go to the train track, the train passes through every day in 1917. Which, that is either A, a coincidence where that's just happened. B, maybe it is like a little Easter egg to, like a tiny Easter egg where it's going, oh look, it's 1917 and look, it's 1917 here. However, a train does pass the train tracks every hour. So every time past 17, it'll put one past anyway, so that's a bit silly to be going on about just that, like it's something special. One moment, guys, and I'll be back in just a second. Sorry about that, guys, I'm back again. It just sounds like someone's being murdered next door. However, they're just loud people. So anyway, let's go into rocket launcher, grenade launcher mode because we've got no rockets. We're trying to see if we can blow up the generator, because some of these generators blow up, and that is quite an ununderstandable thing if it actually does any damage to them, or what, I don't know. But the ones by the dam, they actually do explode, some of them. Not all, but definitely some. So here comes the train now. Is it 17 minutes past? And it's 34. So I think it all depends on what time your first train spawns at in the game.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought I was going to kill myself then. Oops, if I did. So we got cops on us, so we're going to get another cheat code out. There we go. Something over here that no one's ever really spoke about since Robin Rams first did. It says the golden ladder. And some very old carts by the looks of it. Like Thomas the Tank Engine style carts these, but yeah. And these are steam engine. But yeah, there's a golden ladder right over here. Now, I'm not sure if this is meant to be yellow, but it does still shine up quite well in the night, so I don't know. But maybe these yellow ladders, or golden ladders as we're calling them, maybe they represent something that you have to be at certain places for certain things. Because there's only very few of these golden ladders in the actual game, because most of them are just rusted ones about kind of like this colour here, but maybe black sometimes, maybe red. There's a ladder right there actually. Don't die. Thank you.
Oh shit!
There's a ladder right here, and this one isn't yellow at all, or gold. There's one there that's gold, but there's one here that isn't. Well, it kind of is, but you see how it's got the dark texture on, like you'd expect at night. But then you go over here, you got this one that looks like it's in daylight still. So maybe it is just a glitch in the colouring texture thing, where on these specific ones, on these actual silos, they just got it wrong. Got no health damage on that one. Okay. But I don't actually understand it. It's confusing. Maybe it's a mystery, maybe it's not. Okay. Here comes the train again, and look, right again, right another hour later. Obviously it's like 10 more minutes, but that is because we are further down the track. The chicken pageant, that's a mystery, isn't it? Now, this chicken pageant, I believe, has already happened. Reason for this is all the posters are up, some of them look worn. I wish they did like put a date on it, just saying like 2012 or something, so we already know it's gone. Because we already know the game's set in 2013 on present day, pretty much. And that's a quite interesting thing I've only just noticed about this. Look at what it's actually called. The clucking bell, but spelt with an E at the end. That is pretty interesting. And it's also got a P in a circle. I don't know what that means. I'm just going to quickly check it, because I know R in a circle means recommended. Not recommended, it means registered trademark, and TM means trademark. So I'm just going to check what a P in a circle actually means, because that's a thing that could be something I don't actually know, but we'll soon see. I guess it means like product placement or something, but I don't know. We'll soon find out. P in a circle. I hope I don't find some weird pictures just by searching this. So P in a circle, God's sake, is a sound recording copyright symbol. So that's quite interesting. So C in a circle, I'm right in saying it's copyright. R in a circle is registered trademark, like I said. TM is trademark, like I said, and SM means service mark. But a P in a circle is sound recording copyright. So I'm going to read what that actually means, because I don't really get that. That's quite weird. So I'm going to copy this up and search for what that actually means. Okay, the sound recording copyright symbol represented by the graphic symbol P in a circle, a circled capital letter P, that's a better way of saying it, is the copyright symbol used to provide notice of copyright in a sound recording. Phonogram. Embodied in a phono records, LPs, audio tapes, mixtapes, cassette tapes, compact discs, etc. So that's quite interesting. So is there a sound file link to this? But I don't understand why they'd put that on this poster. I'd expect it circled R rather than circled P. because it's a sound recording copyright that it is. It's not an actual sound. Because obviously they're going to have like music at a festival like this, or whatever it is, pageant. But I don't really get why they'd need to put that there. Present in Europe since at least the 1960s. The use of the symbol in the United States copyright law after 1971 was codified as 17 USC. So that's 1971 link again. I'm going between this to Robin Rams, I think. So I'll probably be doing a separate video on this now. So, because I know he's interested in the 1971 links of the game. So, that is quite an interesting thing. A sound recording has a separate copyright that is distinct from the underlying work. Usually a musical work. Okay. So I'm going to do something proper dangerous now for my YouTube channel. And it's most likely, if it does do anything, it'll probably only give me a thing where I can't monetize the video, which I don't really care too much about. But I'm going to turn music on to see if I can actually hear anything. Because what that's saying, that P in a circle, is there's music playing here. So as soon as we hear music playing here, then does that mean it's going to be the pageant? And also, is there more to it? Now what is this that we're actually in right now as well? This is like a caged area. Is this like meant to have like a big tent going over the top of it to make a like nice little indoor area? Hey Kim F.O., how you doing? I've just found out, I'm not sure how long you've been in the stream for, but I've just found out that this Clucking Bell Factory beauty pageant, they spell bell differently. So they spell it with an E at the end, like you'd give for a name if you call someone Bell, like Bell at the Ball, which is like a Beauty and the Beast reference, I'm guessing. And then also right here, we have a P in a circle. Now I've just found out that in the EU, that has been a thing since, when was it, mid 1960s, so about 1965, 1966. It's been a thing in the US since 1971. So we've got a United 71 link, another United 1971 link right there. And also, that sign means sound recording copyright symbol. So that's another little crazy little thing there for us. So I don't know if that means there's going to be music playing here when it actually happens. And I don't really get what that could mean for the game, because I'm guessing it means there's going to be music playing, but the music has to be from like a source such as a CD, compact disc, which is the same thing, so I don't know why I said that, a cassette or an LP or whatever, anything like that, a record or whatever you can play music off, an MP3 file. So I don't know if there's going to be a separate music. I'm going to have to be searching the game files all night now to find out this, but that'll be quite interesting to find. And yeah, that's going to be it for now for here. Let's go find someplace else. Also find it quite interesting how this logo always changes. Because there's this old dark logo here, which I'm guessing is like an old factory, so fair enough, you can have an old logo like that. But then further down the road they've got a different logo again, and then over here you've got the normal stuff. Now here's the poultry pageant. So here's called a poultry pageant annual as well. And here's called a beauty pageant. So is the beauty pageant actual people? and then the poultry pageant's the chicken. I don't know. That's another thing to add into the equation. Maybe they have one for chickens, one for people. Maybe they're both for the chickens. I don't know. But I'm guessing either way, at the end of it all, the chickens get eaten. Some tasty KFC. So we're going to find ourselves a new vehicle. Hopefully one will spawn in. And if anyone's watching this as a video, because I know I've not got many views at the moment, feel free to search up Kim F, because he does some pretty decent videos on the mystery, at least. So you should definitely check them out. He's also quite funny in his videos too. And some of his editing on them is a bit insane. Gotta say that. So I remember this actual area of Polito Bay. Turn music off. No, let's not go to him. Stay on here with me. But let's turn music off. There we go. Yeah, I remember the actual. Oh, that's a good point, Kim. I'll say that in a second. But this actual area here, when CVG were called CVG and not Games Radar, they said this area looks like it could be militarized because you could see some stuff. And then it's kind of weird because there's like a military truck that always spawns here, so I know that CVG had early information about the actual game because they went to see it prior to its launch and all that kind of cool stuff. But you just give me an idea as well, Kim. But yeah, so maybe there's something to do in the military in this area that we have to do, and especially since the military response was so fast in that mission where we actually break into the chicken factory ourselves. I'm guessing there is something in the chicken factory, so I'm going to glitch my way in there on the PC mode as soon as I get into that again and find out how to record it properly, because I don't want to give you guys a rubbish recording on it with some bloody watermark over the top. So I think I can do that with a capture device, but I don't know. Kim F did say that maybe we have to do sounds with the space docker, or maybe we have to listen to a certain type of music on the radio in this section of the map with the Polito pageant stuff going on over there. And that is quite an interesting thought, but he gave me the idea just right now as well, is maybe there's a special CB radio broadcast in the area too. So that's all something we have to double check into. Maybe I can get the space docker over here right now. If I get Trevor. I guess he needs close in this area. I hope he's in Polito. I know Los Santos would be even better because he has to get his car, doesn't he? Or maybe Franklin then, actually. Let's do Franklin because he's got his cargo bob nearby. So grab a cargo bob, go to Grove Street, pick up his space docker, take it to the Polito pageant with the cargo bob.
I'll see you next time, alright?
Bye.
Can we stop him? Just what we needed though. Let's call ourselves another cab. Mr. 100% boy. Let's go. So this is a mystery hunt stream. Don't know how long I'll be doing it for. Maybe a couple more minutes, maybe a couple more hours. But we're hoping to find something at least. Which I suppose we've already found a couple of things, but they're unanswered as of yet. So if you hear background noise, it's just how houses work these days, especially the UK because they're all paper walls, but whatever. Oh, I forgot that you need to put a marker down for it, don't you? Right, so we'll go here. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I don't know if you actually hear the music in the stream, but hopefully not, because I would rather not get demonetized. But at the same time, I don't really mind too much.
Sure thing,
But I'll
man.
turn the music off, just in case. Now, I know for a fact you can actually hear CB without the radio being on, so that's kind of good. But what would be quite cool, I think, is if we're listening to the radio, we go up to the actual pageant area, and then the radio gets interrupted, and you hear like a crackle noise, and it just turns into maybe an alien talking to you. I don't know. That'd be quite cool. Maybe Lord Zathos himself, whatever his name is. Kim F says we have to follow the timeline of the game to be on the right place at the right time. That is a true point, but I don't understand when you'd actually go to find out this pattern stuff then, in that case. I'd suppose maybe you could actually go there before the mission, where you go and hide the place. That could work. But at the same time, I don't know. Thanks for the shout out, that's no problem, man. You do good videos, so you're more than welcome. Why don't I own the cargo, Bob? That's just stupid. So we're going to buy ourselves the cargo, Bob, because we've got plenty of money on this account. Plenty of money. You'll soon see how much. Well, Elitus is that the one? Or is it the other one? I think it's the other one, isn't it? Yeah! There he is.
Well, let's see what that looks like when it get here.
When it get here. Shout out to Twin Monkeys. Thank you for joining the stream. What we're about to do is take the space docket over to the pageant area, because we found out maybe it's a sound related Easter egg. I'm just going to take this Swift, so hopefully my cargo bot will actually spawn in and allow us to actually get in there. Now a lot of the time people see the cargo pop over the Zancudo doing this type of manoeuvre, but it just spins around on the spot. It looks kind of crazy, like it's glitched out or something, but if you watch any army videos from the Iraq War from 2001 to recent days, then you'll see that actual helicopters do that over Helmand Province and other places like that. And all they're doing is messing about, pretty much, having a bit of fun. And because they have to have a helicopter above to protect the area, so they can spot stuff before it happens. And due to that fact, they sometimes like to have a little bit of playtime. Which, yes, they shouldn't be doing because it's a bit dangerous, but it's just what they do. Let's see if we can get another Swift here for the fun of it. Nope. We already have one. QF. Specific missions can start at specific times. Did you check my new video where my time stopped? Yes, I did actually. I saw that one where you go to the mission, it starts at 7. The actual mission when you get to the place is 10 o'clock. Sorry, the gun shop is 10 o'clock, and then it's about midnight when you do the mission, all the way through the mission until you actually get out. That was quite crazy to see all that, but I think that's just so this guy seems to see it's the right colour. but I don't understand why that would actually make a difference too much. Big web down there. Big another web down there. At 9 o'clock on GTA, a door opens at the back of the airport. Which door would that be? Because there is some at the airport that are already open. They're open all day. That was from Twin Monkeys over in the chat. Come on, spawn in please. You know what, we're going to ditch this. Maybe die, I don't know. And we're going to spawn in a buzzard. Don't want to spawn in. There he is. So we're going to fly off, and hopefully the cargo bob will actually spawn in just after this. Kimmo says, and even crazier is that the missions do not exist. Save files, it's gone. What, so you can't actually replay the mission, is that what you're trying to say? Because I'll see if I can. It's a long stretch. There it is. So I've actually got it, it's a bit further up, but yeah. It was quite weird to find though. I've not actually done any of the check marks there. But it definitely is weird how it's disappeared for you. Maybe double check it again, but I don't know, that's quite weird. Twin Monkeys. Is it this door over here? In here? Because I know there's one up here. I believe it's this one here at the top of these stairs that's always open. See? That one's always open. Is there anything actually quite cool inside the one you're on about? Or have you been too scared to go in? So that's the door. Yeah, I know about this one, it's always open, this one. I believe it has glitched out a couple of times where it just doesn't open. And it takes forever to get in, but yeah, it's quite well hidden. So this one's got an up bit here. Then it comes out over here and you're on the roof. And there is another one where it goes through like a special thing or whatnot, but yeah, it's kind of weird. So what I'm going to do is just kill myself because I'll make the cargo up spawn faster. Try load another. What do you mean, game save or what, Kim? There we go. Cash and Gary saying, things arrived. Yeah, there's plenty of doors at the airport that actually do open. There's a few from what I already know. But it just proves that mystery hunters are learning things daily. What someone doesn't know, someone else does, or what someone does know, someone else doesn't. So we're going to use this trapper to get to the helipad. Seems a bit odd, but it's the way it's going to go. We will mark it up just to be sure where we're going. How do you get the railgun? I believe it's just a thing that you get. I can't actually remember. I think it's just something you can buy at the shop. But I think you have to have a PS4 edition, and I believe you have to be a returning player. I can't be sure. But if you're not a returning player, then I believe what you can do is, if you get a scuba diving gear from the dinghy boat, then you can actually swim under the water in the Alaro Sea, and you can actually grab a railgun in that blown up plane. It's right in the pilot cabin area. It should be in there. Where's this helicopter gone? There it is. But yeah, the railgun's right here. See how fast it is? That's what I think Trippy saw by accident. But it slowed down, so it looked like it was actually getting abducted when it wasn't. Actually landed that quite well, didn't it, in that little helipad. Meh. Let's see what that looks like when it get here. That's what it looks like. So we're going to go to Grove Street, which I believe is dead right of us. Yeah, about just southeast of us. Just kind of general direction. We got our hook ready, but I'll probably have to respawn it out again after. Look at that graffiti down there. Who's my favourite YouTuber? That's a hard question, because it's kind of like saying what's your favourite music, because I listen to a lot of different music and I watch a lot of different YouTubers. So there's obviously the big mystery YouTubers that I like. There's a bunch of them that I actually really love the videos of. Music video, I'd say, is the biggest one that makes the most decent videos. But I have to do like Robin Rams, Phyllis Force, Trippy, Comms, Whizzle as well, and all that kind of gang. Obviously there's small YouTubers such as one that's in the stream right now, Kim F. He's a really good smaller mystery hunter. There's SAN, who's recently upcoming, same with Dibs, and what's his name, Mittens. My name is Mittens. They're all good smaller ones. And then there's other people in total different type of video categories that I like to watch, such as Jeff Favignano. He makes LSPDFR videos, which is like a police thing. Now I'm not going to take this, in fact I will take this Space Dog, because it's the original one. But you can also get it in the menu if you're on PS4. But yeah, there's quite a few YouTubers that I actually really enjoy watching. Polecat, he's just the same as Jeff. And then I also like watching Unbox Therapy and Drama Alert and all that kind of stuff. Oh, where am I going? Don't despawn my heli. It's gone to the left. So now we have to drive back over there again then, so let's spawn it up over here so we know exactly where we're going. I kind of know already, but I just don't want to be going the wrong route, making the stream last too much longer than it should. Who's your guys' favourite YouTubers and where you're from as well? I'm quite interested to know that kind of stuff. I always find it quite interesting, like, if you have one person from America, you have one person from England, one person from Serbia, and one person from somewhere else in Europe, or from Australia, or that kind of thing. I find it quite interesting that people talk together on the chat, but they're all so many miles apart from each other. It's just like a whole global thing going on. There he is, he flew himself back. Naughty space docker. Not space docker, it's actually the cargo bob. Now don't just spawn the space docker, that'll be annoying as fuck. Twins is from Manchester. Well, that's quite interesting because I'm just from down the road from you in Stockport. So hello to you. That's kind of gone back on what I was saying a minute ago about being a global thing though, because it's more of a town thing or city centre thing. There we go, I thought the space docker picked up. Now, I've got to say the funniest moment with the space docker and cargo bob together was they're flying across the map to go to, I believe it was the alien camp, and the space docker just rammed straight into a hillside. I thought it was going to easily clear it, but obviously not. And then the space docker just went boom and blew everything up. But it's when we first got the game on PS4. Quite interesting and funny. So if anyone doesn't know what we're actually doing, I found out that at the Polito Bay chicken pageant, at the Cooking Bell, to spell the word bell, as in like bell of the ball, you find out in Beauty and the Beast. Another little movie reference there, or at least story reference. And on that it's actually got like a little circle with a P inside it, which is normally like a registered trademark if it's a circle with an R, but circle with a P means it's something to do with sound. And Mr. Kim F said maybe we have to do the space docker over there, so that's what we're going to try now. Maybe I'll switch to Trevor in a moment, hopefully he's a complete obey, and we'll take his truck over there, and maybe it'll be like a CB sound. No, don't reenact that full explosion. The one problem with the cargo bob is it weighs a ton, apparently, according to this cargo bob. Because if you pick up one of the light cars, then you can go as high as you want. We are going to have to switch up to someone else though, just to repair the chopper.
I don't care if you ain't washed it. Help me, Jesus.
What the fuck? You don't care if you didn't wash it. I'm not going to say what I think he's on about, because that's just what the fuck. I now lost a space docker. I had a fear that could happen. So I think I'll save that for a private video. I don't know. But that's just going to take way too long again now. But what time is it? Let's see. It's 1 AM. So if we go to Zancoon, maybe we'll try to do, I think, a Trippy was doing with his railgun. Now if you don't know what I'm on about, if you open up in a separate tab and search Trippy Commentaries Railgun Abduction, you should find a 36-second video by him where his railgun gets abducted apparently. Now because I'm 100%, the UFO will be up there somewhere in the starry sky. But I don't think it was abducted. I know a lot of people apparently debated, according to Trippy anyway, on Reddit about it, saying whether it's real or fake. Some people say it looks like it's faked, and others saying it looks like it's real. But I don't think it's real or, well, I don't think it's fake exactly. I think it's just a misreading the situation, because I'm not saying that you put like a line in it, make it go, oh look, it got abducted, and put some like poster effects in it. because Trippy Commentaries doesn't have a decent enough PC to play GTA 5 on, never mind editing video in that kind of way that Jimbity does. So I find it quite interesting that people would say it's fake. It's definitely not fake. I don't think Trippy would do that, especially considering his type of videos are usually quite legit, to be honest. Should we go up and see the UFO? Let's go see the UFO. Somewhere right above us, I think. Let's see if it'll knock a military cargo bomb out of the sky. Why is it so reflective on the back? What's behind us? Not really that many lights. Look at that reflection though. Like it's something right behind us, but there isn't. So we normally have to get to about 3/4 to full on height. But by the looks of it, this is as tall as the cargo bob will go. Which I never knew there was a max height for the cargo bob. Oh wait, here we go. I can hear it. So maybe we are crawling up. That's smells of noise. When the actual noise does kick in, you'll hear the actual noise of the game go quite a bit so you can hear it perfectly. Like the noise of the chopper goes quieter and then it goes louder. If you rewind the live stream at this kind of point, when he actually goes up with the video, then you'll be able to hear that. For now I'm going to just skydive out of the sky. I don't think this helicopter can make it as high as the actual UFO is. Look at them moonlit clouds over there as well, it's quite crazy. Still no stars. Probably get some very soon though, there we go. Where's the no lights on the ground? Are they yet to spawn in? Or have we missed it? For some reason it's not spawning up. I wonder why that could be. That is pretty crazy. Oh god, there's a barracks right there. Can I do something with press right on the D-pad over here? Left, down, up. Maybe call black cell phones. 1999 3767. No, that's not the right number anyway, is it? It's 1999 3673. Oh god, there's one right there. What the hell did I die by? Whoa, shot right in the mouth by the looks of it. So that's quite interesting though. Why was there no lights on the ground? Normally you have lights even spin around even if you're late to the UFO, so I don't get what was going on there. The UFO was definitely there though. That was very weird.
wrong guy.
Show you the UFO. Forget the buzzard, I'll be able to do that.
On scum.
Watch him rip me out my helicopter now.
Damned it.
Like you did. Oh, maybe run away from it then. Okay. We'll come and see the UFO anyway. Because that is quite an interesting thing in its own place. It's actually that way. Because one thing I don't get about the UFO is it's there 24/7. So no matter what time you play the game, as long as you're 100% complete, the UFO will be there. Now if we head over towards Mount Josiah over there. Train right below us. Then that's where the UFO will be from. Are we in Josiah yet? No, Ratton Canyon. Plane right there below us. Ratton Canyon. Now, Whittle thinks about this UFO that maybe there is a thing where we take the pieces that are written on the UFO, because there's like little weird jagged edge pieces, and we have to segregate them off the UFO and then rearrange them ourselves, you know, reveal something. However, I don't think so, because normally people can look at something like that and then go immediately straight away, oh, there is that. Then they'll know immediately what it actually is. Now, if you're 100% and you don't know where the UFO actually is, it's right in between these two lines. So you look for this end here, and then you look for this end over here, and you go right to where the middle is, roughly, about there. And that's where the UFO will be, roughly. And it's about 3/4 of the way up to full. And it does very slightly move, but not very much. But sometimes the marker can be a little bit off as well, because the higher you go, the more inaccurate the marker gets, because it's more of a space to cover. So it's kind of weird like that. But as long as you go up in that kind of area, you'll hear it, and you can work your way around using the sound to actually find it. So we can hear it already now. Look at that ominous lighting. Wow, there he is pointing in. Probably knock us straight out of the sky if we keep going dead on up. Trying to despawn itself. I'm going to record this on the actual Rockstar recorder because I want to see something. It's sucking us in, it's cut our engine off. We're falling out of the sky a bit. Now I want to see that glitchy stuff that comes up around the side of it, and see what I can actually work that out to be. Huge explosion somewhere. Don't actually know what that was. Not gonna lie, definitely wasn't me, for once. Just gonna back the gear up a bit, if we can. I was gonna say before it cuts us off, but looks like it already has. We regained our engine again. Now, whilst we're trying to get back up to this UFO, I will want to talk to you about the yellow plane at the vineyards. Now, I think that crashes because people only say it crashes when they watch it. So I think the reason why that crashes is because whilst you're watching it, it tries going the same route, but it slightly goes off a bit because it's trying to stay in your sight. So, due to that fact, it ends up crashing because it goes a bit too low. Because what happens is when you're not actually looking at stuff, is it'll despawn and respawn at a higher point. If it's like, say, a plane or a helicopter. Just so it looks a bit more legit and stays at a proper height. I think we're slightly off the UFO over here. Are we too high for it? I think we've gone a bit too high. I could hear it a second ago, but here it is again. My aim is to actually try and land on top of it as well. We're just going to back up a little bit. There we go, that's what I wanted. So I'll save that. As soon as it's saved, we will try and land ourselves on top of it. But what I'll do now is I'll show you the UFO a bit more closer up so you can actually see it properly. Now to do that I need to go into Rockstar Editor, so please hold your hats for a second whilst I load that up. I don't think I can go straight into it now. I don't need direct mode, that's fine. So, no, new project. So I want this one here because this is the long one that I did just a second ago. Then we'll edit that. Edit this clip. Yes, we will. Now don't worry, I'm not making a video, so I'm not going to do it forever. But I'm just going to go into like special camera mode so I can actually see stuff better. So, what we need to do is edit marker, cameras, can change our camera type, you see. And what we're going to go for is free camera, and then edit camera, and then we'll go towards the UFO, but slightly we're out of range, so what I do is move this cursor up a bit. So what I'll do actually is do that edit again. We'll edit this clip, load back in, cameras. Let's see if we can get ourselves a bit lower to it. Maybe that's the point where we need to be. No, we don't want camera shake. That would be silly. But this should be close enough. If we use zoom, there we go. Go segregate and rearrange up on the front there. This is as close as I can get for the second. Maybe there is a closer one in the future of this actual thing searching. But these little sharp bits you can see on the side where I'm aiming the middle bit at now, these are what Whistle thinks you can put together in a certain way to make something. Now I don't see what else you can make apart from a big rectangle with them. But whatever, I don't know. Maybe they're representing the things Amiga tells you to pick up, but there's more on the side here. And more on the side here, on this other side of here actually. Now obviously these little bits here, these like military style things anyway, are actual military helicopters, including the cargo bob in game, and the laser, and I believe even the Hydra. They have don't stand here, no feet here type things on it. So yeah, you see them on this as well, little no feet things. This is telling you the little arrow in the middle of that one is telling you the thrust goes outwards from each of these. There's another one there, so out. You can see a little bit of steam, I think it is, it's glitching in and out there. It's a segregate rearrange in the middle. Here it stays the same again, but over this side, because it's been reflected, it's a segregate and rearrange, but it's flipped over. So this could be like a little clue that we have to flip stuff to actually find out what it actually is. But also it could just be them being lazy and actually doing the UFO properly and not like properly doing it. They've just done half of it and then flipped it. So it actually goes on there. But I don't know. We'll soon find out as soon as the mystery is solved. Look, the little feet symbols there. Don't stand here or stand here type things. So I don't know. What we're going to do though is we're going to quit back out and not save it. And then we'll find another little bit, hopefully a bit more close to the actual ship. So that's where it knocked us out of the sky, we went flying down. And I say we because we're all in this together. Okay, so it respawns there. Maybe that's actually quite close. I don't know. Let's do something here for a second. So we'll go free camera, edit. I think it's going to go red any second. Yeah. So we'll zoom in. And these little center things here that say danger, I've never actually looked at them properly ever in the past, so that's kind of interesting. There's this weird camera thing here, I don't understand what's going on with that, but it's like kind of like one of them Google 3D cameras where it's taking pictures, so maybe this is like a surveillance drone. There's these crazy blue lights underneath the side of it here. I used to think they were daylight shining through it, but like you see in these little gaps here. But since the sky is actually white today, you can actually tell they're actually blue pieces. There's also more rectangles here, more segregate rearrange signs here. And it's pretty interesting, this UFO. You can see a little vent there. There is no need really for that vent to be there unless it's something that you're meant to look at a bit more better. Some little triangle pieces. But yeah, it's quite interesting. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit here. Because if we can see what these little black bits are, then that could be something interesting. However, as soon as we try and zoom in, it seems to spawn in. So can we go here and zoom in without it doing it? Nope. So that is the actual closest we can be. Even some of the pieces glitch different colours. So there's like a greenish reflective colour, but then when you zoom in it goes fully black. That's well weird though. Now that could be to do with draw distance. Let's see how the little camera there spins about a bit. Yeah, that could be to do with draw distance, so it could just be a thing to make it look cool. But I don't know. There's so many mysteries in this game where there's weird things that happen, but we just don't know why it happens. That it's just crazy. Crazy. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to upload that second clip, which is this one here, which lasted a couple of seconds. But we did crash on this one, so that means we get as close to the UFO as we need to be. Well, that's interesting. That's what it looks like. For some reason, the UFO despawned as soon as I hit it. And then as soon as I rewinded the clip, the UFO stayed away. So that is very crazy. See if it does it again. It does. Try it again. But this time we'll go right up to the point just before we break. It's about there. We'll play it as normal. It just vanished. That's well weird. Why would that despawn? That's just well weird. But let's go right back all the way up to the bit just before we crash. Can be there. Cameras, free, go. Straight through this helicopter, which you can see in the back of here as well. It's kind of interesting. There's Trevor with his helmet on, touching some buttons. Airspeed. That's quite interesting. I don't think these actual dials actually move, so that's kind of, yeah. Oh, it's Franklin, isn't it? It's not Trevor. Forgot about that. Yeah, as you can see, this is a bit more closer up now. And segregate rearrange is right there. These actual stuff where people are seeing people inside the UFO, you can't really see it from here. But there is two FIB guys in there. They're actual proper rendered people. They're just like, they look, to be honest, more like mannequins if anything. But yeah, it's kind of weird. But what I find weird about this one here being spelt backwards is, and obviously flipped over, is that this one here says danger. So it's not a blatant copy and paste half the ship thing. Because that one says danger there. The segregate is the right way around on here. Rather it be rearrange and rearrange. If it was just flipped over. But this one here is actually backwards. But that's the only backwards thing on this whole side. So that's well weird. You've got these little vents here. That's where the air comes out, whatnot. I don't understand why it's got these little flippy bits. Maybe it can turn into a stealth jet. I don't bloody know. But it's quite a good, fun little ship. Some little more markings over at the side over here. Same things, rectangles. Some of these little triangles, maybe linking to the flux capacitor. But I don't know, I might watch some Back to the Future after this stream to relax with, I don't know. But look how good these two match together. Look at that. They're pretty meant for each other, these two things. And then if you have like a laser in black, that'd be quite interesting too, because that'd go quite well with it also. But it's one of the things, like, look here, is this the actual same marking? I don't think it is, but this has them red dots though. It's got these two red dots here, and they match up with some red dots I saw earlier, can't remember where. The black dot there. Is that where the fuel goes in? Is this maybe like the one spot where you can actually shoot without any force field? We'll have to give that a go. I remember in San Andreas, if you shot fuel tanks, they'd explode. That looks pretty cool. That's a thumbnail if you needed one. Let's get rid of all the stuff. Okay. So I don't know. That's quite cool, I think. I think that's where we're going to end up the stream, just for now. Maybe I'll pick up some of this stuff another day. I definitely want to talk more about the pageant, so that's quite cool. But for now, that's where I'm going to end off. So, unless you can think of something to add to this, let me know in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. It's very much appreciated. And also, as always, well, first I'm probably going to say this. Why not have a drink for celebration. See you later, and goodbye. I do need to think of a proper ending to my streams.